Ladies and gentlemen, life will knock you down. It will throw you challenges that seem insurmountable. But let me remind you of this: obstacles aren't here to destroy you, they're here to define you. Obstacles are not stop signs, they are guidelines. This simple yet profound statement holds the essence of how we should view the challenges we face in life. Too often we encounter difficulties and allow them to halt our progress. We see these moments as definitive ends, as barriers that stop us from moving forward. But in reality, obstacles are not there to prevent us from achieving our goals. They exist to guide us toward growth, strength, and wisdom. When we view obstacles as stop signs, we limit ourselves. We give up on dreams, delay our ambitions, and allow fear to dominate our decisions. But what if we changed our perspective? What if, instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, we saw them as signs pointing us in a better direction? Life's challenges are not meant to stop us, they are meant to shape us. They force us to adapt, innovate, and discover new paths we never would have considered otherwise. Imagine you're on a journey to achieve something meaningful. Along the way, you encounter an obstacle, a challenge that feels overwhelming. At first, it might seem like a dead end, but if you take a moment to step back, you'll realize it's not the end of the road, it's a detour. It's life's way of nudging you toward a better path, a path that will prepare you for the greatness you're destined for. Obstacles test your resilience. They ask, how badly do you want this? They challenge you to dig deep and find strength you didn't know you had. When you view an obstacle as a guideline, you begin to ask different questions. Instead of why is this happening to me, you ask, what is this teaching me? What can I learn from this experience? These questions transform the way you approach challenges. They turn frustration into curiosity and fear into determination. Think about the great innovators, leaders, and achievers throughout history. None of them reached success without facing obstacles. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Every failure was an obstacle, but it was also a guideline that brought him closer to success. He didn't see his failures as stop signs, he saw them as feedback, as ways to improve. This mindset is what separates those who give up from those who achieve greatness. Obstacles also help us clarify our priorities. When we face a challenge, we're forced to focus on what truly matters. It's easy to get distracted by trivial concerns or lose sight of our goals when everything is smooth sailing. But when an obstacle appears, it demands our full attention. It makes us evaluate our desires, refine our strategies, and recommit to our purpose. In this way, obstacles act as mirrors, reflecting back to us the depth of our commitment and the clarity of our vision. Moreover, obstacles build character. They teach us patience, perseverance, and humility. They remind us that success is not always immediate, and that the journey is as important as the destination. When you overcome an obstacle, you become stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle future challenges. Each time you face difficulty and push through, you're adding another layer to your resilience. You're proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought. Sometimes the greatest opportunities lie on the other side of obstacles. They push us out of our comfort zones and force us to grow. Growth rarely happens in moments of ease. It happens when we're stretched, challenged, and tasked somewhat. Obstacles are like weights in the gym of life. They might feel heavy and uncomfortable, but they're what help us build the muscles we need to succeed. Without them, we remain stagnant, untested, and unprepared for the bigger challenges that lie ahead. It's also important to remember that obstacles often come disguised as problems, but they are blessings in disguise. They might lead us to discover a new passion, forge unexpected connections, or uncover hidden strengths. Many people look back on their lives and realize that their greatest breakthroughs came from their toughest battles. The very thing they thought would break them turned out to be the catalyst for their success. So when you face an obstacle, don't stop. Don't give in to the temptation to quit or walk away. Instead, see it for what it truly is, a guideline, a signpost directing you toward growth and opportunity. Ask yourself, what is this obstacle trying to teach me? How can I use this challenge to become better, stronger, and wiser? Remember, life's greatest rewards often lie just beyond the obstacles we're willing to face. The path may not always be smooth, but it is always worth it. Obstacles are not stop signs, they are guidelines that lead us to discover our potential, refine our purpose, and achieve the greatness within us. Keep going, keep growing, and let every challenge you face guide you closer to your dreams. Your mindset determines whether you see barriers or breakthroughs. This single idea holds the power to shape the course of your life. It is not the challenges you face or the circumstances you encounter that ultimately define your success. It is how you perceive and respond to them. Your mindset is the lens through which you interpret the world, and that lens can either magnify problems or illuminate possibilities. Every person faces obstacles. Life is not a smooth journey and challenges are inevitable. However, what differentiates those who thrive from those who merely survive is their mindset. Some people encounter difficulties and immediately see walls that cannot be scaled. They think, this is too hard, or I'm not capable of handling this. These thoughts become self-fulfilling prophecies, limiting their actions and cementing their belief in failure. On the other hand, people with a growth-oriented mindset approach the same obstacles and see opportunities. They view challenges not as barriers, but as stepping stones to growth. When they hit a roadblock, they think, what can I learn from this? Or how can I use this situation to become stronger? This perspective doesn't make the challenges disappear, but it equips them with the resilience and creativity to navigate through them. Your mindset is a powerful force because it shapes your reality. If you believe that barriers are insurmountable, you will find evidence to support that belief. You'll notice every difficulty, every setback, and every reason why something cannot be done. This creates a cycle of negativity where your focus on problems blinds you to potential solutions. Conversely, if you believe that breakthroughs are possible, you'll start seeing opportunities where others see limitations. You'll notice the resources, connections, and strategies that can help you move forward. One of the key ways your mindset influences your perception of barriers and breakthroughs is through your self-talk. The thoughts you entertain and the words you speak to yourself shape your confidence and actions. If your inner dialogue is filled with doubt and defeat, you'll approach challenges timidly or avoid them altogether. But if you cultivate a mindset of positivity and possibility, your self-talk becomes a source of empowerment. Instead of saying, I can't do this, you tell yourself, I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. That subtle shift in language reflects a profound shift in mindset, opening the door to perseverance and creative problem solving. History is filled with examples of individuals who demonstrated the power of mindset in transforming barriers into breakthroughs. Consider Helen Keller, who lost her sight and hearing at a young age. For many, her disabilities would have been insurmountable barriers. But Helen, with the help of her teacher Anne Sullivan, adopted a mindset of determination and curiosity. She refused to let her circumstances define her limits. Instead, she used them as a foundation to build a life of achievement, becoming an author, activist, and source of inspiration for millions. Her story is a testament to how a mindset of possibility can turn even the greatest challenges into platforms for greatness. In your own life, you have the power to choose how you interpret the obstacles you face. When you encounter a setback, it's natural to feel frustration or disappointment. But in those moments, remind yourself that your mindset is your greatest asset. You can choose to see the setback as a sign to quit, or you can see it as a nudge to try a different approach. You can let failure define you, or you can let it refine you. Cultivating a breakthrough mindset requires intention and practice. It means being mindful of your thoughts and deliberately shifting them toward possibility and growth. It means surrounding yourself with people who uplift and challenge you, people who inspire you to see potential rather than problems. It also means embracing failure as part of the process. Every successful person has faced failure, but they didn't let it stop them. They used it as feedback, learning from their mistakes and using those lessons to fuel their progress. Your mindset also determines your ability to persist in the face of adversity. When you believe in your ability to find solutions and overcome challenges, you're more likely to stay committed to your goals, even when the road gets tough. Persistence doesn't guarantee immediate success, but it does ensure progress. With each effort, you're one step closer to a breakthrough. Ultimately, your mindset is a choice. It's a decision you make every day, every moment, in how you interpret your circumstances. Will you see a barrier or a breakthrough? The answer lies in how you choose to perceive and respond to life's challenges. Remember, the world doesn't change because the obstacles disappear. It changes because you do. When you adopt a mindset that seeks breakthroughs instead of barriers, you unlock your potential to create solutions, seize opportunities, and turn your days and dreams into reality. The only limits that truly exist are the ones you place on yourself. Change your mindset, and you change your world. Pain is temporary, growth is permanent. This truth resonates deeply with anyone who has ever faced hardship, loss, or struggle, and emerged stronger on the other side. Pain, though difficult and often overwhelming, is not everlasting. It comes into our lives as a fleeting experience, no matter how intense it may feel in the moment. Growth, on the other hand, is enduring. It stays with us, shapes us, and becomes a part of who we are. Understanding this distinction is key to navigating life's challenges with courage and resilience. Pain is an inevitable part of life. We experience it in various forms: physical, emotional, mental, and it often feels like it will last forever. When we are in pain, time seems to slow down. The discomfort occupies our thoughts, colors our perception of the world, and sometimes makes us question whether we have the strength to carry on. But no matter how intense the pain, it eventually subsides. Time heals wounds, even if scars remain. Pain passes, and when it does, it leaves behind a gift: growth. Growth is the silver lining of pain. While pain is temporary, the lessons it teaches and the strength it builds are permanent. When we endure difficulty, we learn things about ourselves that we could never have discovered in moments of ease. Pain has a way of stripping away illusions and forcing us to confront our deepest fears, insecurities, and limitations. It reveals our vulnerabilities, but also our hidden reserves of strength. It tests our character, but also builds it. Consider the analogy of a muscle. To grow stronger, a muscle must first be broken down through strain and resistance. The process is uncomfortable, even painful, but it is essential for growth. Without that temporary discomfort, the muscle would remain weak and untested. The same principle applies to personal development. Pain challenges us to step outside our comfort zones, to push past our limits, and to discover what we are truly capable of. It is in those moments of struggle that we grow the most. Pain also teaches us empathy and compassion. When we experience hardship, we gain a deeper understanding of what others may be going through. We become more patient, more forgiving, and more connected to the shared human experience. This emotional growth enriches our relationships and deepens our capacity to love and support others. In this way, pain not only transforms us, but also enables us to uplift those around us. There is a powerful shift that occurs when we stop resisting pain and start embracing it as part of our journey. When we understand that pain is temporary, we can endure it with greater resilience. We recognize that it is not here to destroy us, but to prepare us for something greater. This shift in perspective allows us to face challenges with courage and to see setbacks as opportunities for growth. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we ask, "What can I learn from this?" This change in mindset transforms pain from an enemy into a teacher. Life's greatest achievements often come on the other side of pain. Athletes push through grueling training sessions, enduring physical exhaustion and discomfort to achieve peak performance. Entrepreneurs face countless failures and rejections before building successful businesses. Artists and creators pour their souls into their work, often battling self-doubt and criticism to produce masterpieces that inspire others. In every case, Pain is a necessary part of the process. It refines us, sharpens our focus, and fuels our determination. The temporary nature of pain also reminds us to hold on during tough times. When we are in the midst of struggle, it can be hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But if we trust that pain is temporary, we can find the strength to keep going. We remind ourselves that this moment of discomfort will not last forever, and that on the other side lies growth, healing, and transformation. This belief is a source of hope and a reminder of our resilience. Growth, unlike pain, is permanent. Once we have overcome a challenge and learned its lessons, that growth becomes a part of us. It shapes our character, influences our choices, and sets the stage for future successes. Growth is cumulative. Each experience builds on the last, creating a foundation of wisdom and strength that we carry with us throughout our lives. In the end, pain and growth are inseparable. Pain is the catalyst that drives growth, and growth is the reward that makes pain worthwhile. This dynamic is at the heart of the human experience. It is what allows us to evolve, to adapt, and to become the best versions of ourselves. When we embrace this truth, we gain the courage to face life's challenges head on, knowing that every moment of pain brings us closer to lasting growth. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of hardship, remember this: pain is temporary, but growth is permanent. Hold on to that truth and let it guide you through the storm. Trust that the discomfort you feel today is shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more compassionate person. And when the pain passes, as it always does, you will look back and see how far you've come, and you will know that it was all worth it. Reframe challenges as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. This simple yet transformative shift in perspective can change the way you navigate life's difficulties. Challenges are inevitable. They come in all shapes and sizes, testing your patience, resilience, and determination. While many people view challenges as barriers that halt progress, those who succeed in life see them as opportunities to grow, learn, and move forward. The difference lies not in the nature of the challenges themselves, but in how they are perceived and approached. Life is a journey, and challenges are a natural part of the path. Some people encounter obstacles and immediately see them as stumbling blocks. They feel stuck, frustrated, and defeated, focusing on what they cannot do or what has gone wrong. This mindset creates a cycle of negativity, or fear and self-doubt take over, making the challenge seem even more insurmountable. It is easy to give up when you see a challenge as something that stops you in your tracks. But what if, instead of viewing it as an obstruction, you saw it as a stepping stone, an opportunity to rise higher? The next level, 2 levels, 3 levels? When you reframe challenges as stepping stones, you begin to see them not as problems, but as tools for progress. A stepping stone is something you step on to move forward, to elevate yourself, and to get closer to your goals. It may not always be easy, but it is purposeful. Challenges, when viewed in this light, become essential components of growth and success. They force you to adapt, innovate, and persevere. They teach you lessons that no easy path could ever provide. This shift in perspective begins with your mindset. How you interpret a challenge determines how you respond to it. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," think, "How can I overcome this?" These questions change the way you approach challenges, turning them from obstacles that hinder you into opportunities that propel you forward. Consider the stories of successful individuals who have faced adversity. Many of them credit their challenges as the very things that shaped their success. They didn't allow difficulties to stop them. Instead, they used those difficulties as stepping stones. Take J.K. Rowling, for example, who faced countless rejections before finding a publisher for Harry Potter. Those rejections could have been stumbling blocks, reasons to give up, but she reframed them as part of the process, learning and persisting until she achieved her dream. Challenges often reveal strengths and abilities you didn't know you had. When you face a difficult situation, you're forced to think creatively, to find solutions, and to push past your limits. This process builds resilience and confidence, which stay with you long after the challenge is overcome. Each time you turn a challenge into a stepping stone, you gain not only progress toward your goals, but also the skills and mindset to tackle future challenges. Reframing challenges also helps you maintain a sense of control. When you see a challenge as a stumbling block, it can feel like something external is holding you back, something beyond your control. But when you view it as a stepping stone, you reclaim your power. You recognize that while you may not control the challenge itself, you do control how you respond to it. This sense of agency is empowering and helps you approach difficulties with confidence and determination. Moreover, challenges often come with hidden opportunities. What may initially seem like a setback can lead to unexpected growth or open doors you didn't know existed. By reframing challenges as stepping stones, you remain open to these possibilities. You train yourself to look for the silver lining, the lesson, or the opportunity in every difficulty. This mindset not only helps you overcome challenges, but also allows you to thrive in situations where others might falter. Think of a river with stepping stones across it. To get to the other side, you must step onto each stone one by one. Some stones may be slippery, uneven, or far apart, but they are there to guide you. You may need to adjust your footing, take a leap, or steady yourself, but each step brings you closer to your destination. Challenges are like those stones. They may not always be comfortable or easy to navigate, but they are necessary for your journey. Without them, you would remain on one side of the river, unable to cross to the other. Reframing challenges as stepping stones doesn't mean denying the difficulty or pretending that the struggle isn't real. It means choosing to focus on what can be gained rather than what is lost. It means seeing challenges as temporary hurdles rather than permanent barriers. It means embracing the discomfort as part of the process and trusting that each step, no matter how small, is taking you closer to where you want to be. Life is not about avoiding challenges, but about learning how to use them. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. When you reframe challenges as stepping stones, you transform them from obstacles into opportunities, from setbacks into setups for success. This mindset not only helps you move forward, but also allows you to thrive in the face of adversity. The next time you encounter a challenge, remember that it is not a stumbling block to stop you, but a stepping stone to elevate you. Take the step and keep moving forward. Fear and failure are not your enemies, they are your teachers. This simple but profound truth holds the key to unlocking personal growth, resilience, and success. Too often we see fear as a paralyzing force and failure as a sign of inadequacy. But when we shift our perspective, we realize that fear and failure are not obstacles meant to stop us. They are guides designed to help us grow and improve. They challenge us to confront our limits, expand our comfort zones, and discover what we are truly capable of achieving. Fear is a natural human emotion. It arises when we face uncertainty, risk, or the possibility of loss. It signals that we are stepping into the unknown, venturing beyond what feels safe or familiar. Many people interpret fear as a warning to retreat, to avoid the discomfort of change or challenge. But fear, when approached with curiosity, reveals itself as a compass. It points us toward areas where we need growth, where we have opportunities to learn and evolve. Think about the times you felt fear in your life. Perhaps it was before starting a new job, speaking in front of an audience with both a leap of faith and what a dream. In those moments, fear wasn't trying to hold you back, it was urging you forward. It was a signal that you were about to do something meaningful, something that mattered. Fear often appears when we are on the cusp of transformation, standing at the edge of our potential. Failure, like fear, is often misunderstood. Society tends to stigmatize failure, portraying it as something to be avoided at all costs. This perception leads many people to play it safe, to avoid risks, and to settle for mediocrity. But failure is not the opposite of success. It is a crucial part of the journey toward it. Every great innovator, artist, leader, and entrepreneur has faced failure, not once but many times. They did not let it define them. Instead, they used it as a teacher or a source of valuable lessons that guided them toward eventual success. When you fail, you gain clarity. Failure shows you what doesn't work, what needs adjustment, and where you can improve. It provides feedback that no amount of success ever could. While success feels rewarding, it doesn't often provoke deep reflection or inspire innovation. Failure, on the other hand, forces you to confront your assumptions, rethink your strategies, and grow in ways you might not have otherwise. Fear and failure work together as teachers because they push us beyond our comfort zones. They encourage us to take risks, to try new things, and to persist despite uncertainty. When we embrace fear and failure as part of the process, we stop fearing them and start learning from them. This mindset shift is empowering. It frees us from the paralysis of perfectionism and the need for certainty, allowing us to take bold steps toward our goals. It's important to remember that fear and failure are universal experiences. Everyone, no matter how confident or successful they appear, faces fear and experiences failure. The difference lies in how people respond to these challenges. Those who view fear and failure as enemies are likely to shy away from opportunities, to give up at the first sign of difficulty. But those who see them as teachers approach life with curiosity and resilience. They understand that each fearful moment and each failure holds a lesson, and they are willing to learn. Fear, when embraced, becomes a motivator. It sharpens your focus, heightens your senses, and prepares you for action. Instead of running from fear, you can use it to propel yourself forward. Acknowledge its presence, but don't let it dictate your actions. Let it remind you that you are alive, that you care deeply about what you're doing, and that you are capable of pushing through discomfort to achieve growth. Similarly, failure, when embraced, becomes a stepping stone. Each failure is an opportunity to refine your approach, to strengthen your resolve, and to build resilience. It teaches you humility, patience, and perseverance. It shows you that success is not about never falling, but about rising every time you do. The most successful people are not those who avoid failure, but those who persist despite it, who use it as fuel for their journey. Fear and failure also teach us about ourselves. They reveal our values, our priorities, and our true desires. They help us uncover hidden strengths and untapped potential. When you face your fears and learn from your failures, you gain a deeper understanding of who you are and what you are capable of achieving. It's worth noting that fear and failure are not permanent. Fear subsides when you take action, and failure loses its sting when you see it as part of the process. What lasts are the lessons they teach, the growth they inspire, and the strength they build within you. Fear and failure are not your enemies, they are your teachers. They challenge you, guide you, and prepare you for the life you are meant to live. Embrace them with courage and curiosity, and you will find that they are not barriers but bridges to your greatest potential. Let them teach you, shape you, and lead you toward the success and fulfillment you deserve. The bigger the obstacle, the greater the opportunity to grow. This simple yet profound statement reflects one of the most powerful truths about human potential. Challenges, no matter how daunting they may seem, are not meant to deter us but to shape us. They push us beyond our limits, force us to adapt, and ultimately reveal the strength, resilience, and determination we often don't realize we possess. When we embrace obstacles as opportunities for growth, we transform what might seem like setbacks into catalysts for progress and self-discovery. Obstacles are a natural part of life. They come in various forms: difficult relationships, career setbacks, personal losses, or unforeseen circumstances that disrupt our plans. In the face of these challenges, our instinct is often to resist or avoid them, wishing for an easier path. Yet, it is in overcoming obstacles that we grow the most. Just as a tree grows stronger when it withstands the force of the wind, we grow stronger when we face and navigate life's difficulties. The size of an obstacle often corresponds to the magnitude of growth it can inspire. Small challenges may refine our skills or teach us patience, but the larger, more complex obstacles are the ones that truly test our character and capabilities. They require us to dig deep, to tap into resources we didn't know we had, and to innovate in ways we never thought possible. It is in these moments of struggle that we discover our true potential. Consider the analogy of a mountain. At first glance, a towering peak may seem insurmountable. It looms large, casting doubt and fear over those who stand at its base. But for those who choose to climb it, the mountain becomes a transformative journey. Each step requires effort, determination, and perseverance. The climb tests physical and mental limits, but with each challenge overcome, the climber grows stronger, more capable, and more resilient. When they reach the summit, they not only achieve their goal, but also gain a new perspective, both literally and figuratively. The mountain, once an obstacle, becomes a testament to their growth. Obstacles also provide us with the opportunity to learn valuable lessons. They teach us about patience, resilience, and adaptability. They force us to confront our fears, question our assumptions, and to develop new strategies. In this way, obstacles become our greatest teachers, offering insights and wisdom that we carry forward into other areas of our lives. Growth through obstacles is not just about overcoming the immediate challenge, it is about the transformation that occurs along the way. Every time we face a significant obstacle, we evolve. We become more self-aware, more confident, and more prepared for future challenges. This growth is cumulative, building on itself over time. What once seemed impossible becomes manageable, and what once intimidated us becomes an opportunity for further development. Obstacles also have a way of revealing what truly matters to us. When faced with difficulty, we are forced to prioritize, to focus on what is most important. This clarity helps us align our actions with our values and goals. It strips away distractions and allows us to channel our energy into what truly matters. In this way, obstacles not only help us grow, but also help us live more authentically and purposefully. It is important to recognize that growth through obstacles is not about eliminating difficulty or pretending that challenges are easy. Growth requires effort, perseverance, and sometimes discomfort. It requires us to confront failure, to accept setbacks, and to keep going even when the path ahead is uncertain. But it is precisely this effort that makes the growth so meaningful. The struggle is what gives the achievement its value. The bigger the obstacle, the greater the reward on the other side. When we look back on our lives, it is often the most challenging moments that stand out as the most transformative. These are the moments when we learn the most about ourselves, when we discovered strengths we didn't know we had, and when we achieved things we once thought impossible. The obstacle we faced and overcame became defining moments, shaping who we are and what we are capable of. Obstacles also inspire innovation and creativity. When faced with a significant challenge, we are forced to think differently, to explore new solutions, and to take risks. This process not only helps us overcome the immediate problem, but also equips us with skills and insights and material we apply to future challenges. In this way, obstacles drive progress not just on a personal level, but also on a broader scale. The key to embracing obstacles as opportunities for growth lies in our mindset. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, we can choose to see them as opportunities. This shift in perspective allows us to approach challenges with curiosity and determination rather than fear and frustration. It enables us to focus on what we can learn and gain rather than on what we might lose. The bigger the obstacle, the greater the opportunity to grow. This is not just a statement of fact, but a call to action. It is an invitation to embrace life's challenges, to see them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, and to use them as opportunities to become the best version of ourselves. When we adopt this mindset, we transform our lives, turning difficulties into triumphs and obstacles into opportunities for growth and greatness. Every setback carries the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. This timeless principle, famously articulated by Napoleon Hill, reflects the profound truth that within every challenge lies the potential for growth, learning, and eventual success. Life is filled with setbacks, moments when things don't go as planned, when dreams are delayed, or when we face unexpected difficulties. At first glance, these setbacks may seem discouraging, even insurmountable. But when we look closer and adopt the right perspective, we discover that they are not just obstacles, but also opportunities in disguise. Setbacks are an inevitable part of life. No one is immune to them, and they often come when we least expect them. They can take many forms: a failed relationship, a lost job, a missed opportunity, or a personal failure. In those moments, it is easy to feel defeated, to see the setback as an end rather than a beginning. But when we allow ourselves to pause, reflect, and look deeper, we begin to see the hidden potential within the challenge. The key to uncovering the benefit within a setback lies in our perspective. When we approach setbacks with an open mind and a willingness to learn, we unlock their transformative power. Each setback forces us to step back, reassess, and reevaluate. It encourages us to ask important questions. What went wrong? What can I learn from this experience? How can I grow stronger or wiser as a result? These questions lead us to insights that we might not have gained otherwise. Consider the story of countless successful individuals who turned their setbacks into stepping stones. Thomas Edison faced thousands of failed experiments before inventing the light bulb. Oprah Winfrey experienced professional rejection early in her career. J.K. Rowling endured multiple rejections before her Harry Potter series became a global phenomenon. In each case, what seemed like a setback at the time was, in fact, a pivotal moment that carried the seed of a greater benefit. These individuals did not allow setbacks to define them. Instead, they used them as opportunities to grow, adapt, and persist. Setbacks often provide the opportunity for self-discovery. When faced with difficulty, we are forced to confront our weaknesses, our fears, and our limitations. This self-awareness is invaluable. It helps us identify areas for improvement and build the resilience needed to face future challenges. It also reveals our inner strength, the courage and determination we may not have known we possessed. Moreover, setbacks often redirect us towards something better. What may initially seem like a loss can ultimately lead us to a greater gain. A job loss might open the door to a more fulfilling career. A failed relationship might pave the way for deeper connections. A missed opportunity might lead to something even more aligned with our true purpose. Life has a way of guiding us, even when it feels like we're being pushed off course. Setbacks also teach us the value of patience and perseverance. They remind us that success is rarely immediate and that meaningful achievements require time and effort. When we face setbacks, we are challenged to stay committed to our goals, even in the face of difficulty. This perseverance builds character and resilience, qualities that serve us not just in overcoming the current challenge, but in navigating future obstacles as well. The benefits hidden within setbacks are not always immediately apparent. Sometimes, it takes time for the full picture to come into focus. In the moment, a setback might feel like a failure, but with hindsight, we often realize that it was a turning point, a moment that set us on a new and better path. This is why it is so important to remain hopeful and open-minded, even in the face of adversity. Setbacks also foster creativity and innovation. When our usual plans or strategies fail, we are forced to think outside the box, to explore new possibilities and to find alternative solutions. This process not only helps us overcome the immediate challenge, but also equips us with skills and insights that can be applied in the future. Some of the greatest innovations and breakthroughs have emerged from moments of failure or difficulty. At its core, the idea that every setback carries the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit is about hope. It is a reminder that no challenge is without purpose, no failure is without value, and no difficulty is without the potential for growth. It encourages us to view setbacks not as endings, but as beginnings, not as defeats, but as opportunities to rise stronger and wiser. Ultimately, setbacks are part of the human experience. They test our resilience, shape our character, and prepare us for the journey ahead. While they may be uncomfortable or even painful in the moment, they hold within them the potential to transform our lives in meaningful ways. When we embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth, we unlock their hidden benefits and take a step closer to realizing our fullest potential. Every setback carries the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. This truth reminds us to approach challenges with curiosity, to seek the lessons they offer, and to trust that even in the midst of difficulty, there is an opportunity to grow and thrive. With this mindset, we can turn setbacks into stepping stones and use them to build the life we truly desire. Success isn't found in avoiding adversity, but in navigating through it. This principle reflects a universal truth about life and achievement. Challenges are inevitable, and how we respond to them defines our path. It is tempting to believe that success comes to those who manage to steer clear of difficulties, but the reality is far different. Adversity is not an obstacle to success. It is an integral part of it. Every triumph, every accomplishment, every victory is forged through the fire of challenge, struggle, and perseverance. To think of success as a journey without adversity is to misunderstand its very nature. Adversity is a teacher. It is through facing difficulties that we grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Without adversity, there would be no need for innovation, no drive for improvement, and no test of character. Success is not handed out freely. It is earned through the determination to navigate the storms of life and emerge on the other side with lessons learned and strength gained. Avoiding adversity may seem like an appealing choice, but it leads to stagnation. Growth occurs when we are stretched beyond our comfort zones, and adversity provides the conditions for that stretch. It challenges us to adapt, to think creatively, and to find solutions we might never have considered otherwise. In avoiding adversity, we also avoid the opportunities it brings. Opportunities to learn, to evolve, and to prove to ourselves what we are capable of. Consider the stories of those who have achieved great success. Their journeys are rarely, if ever, smooth. Behind every achievement lies a series of trials and tribulations that tested their resolve. Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 1,0,0,0,0 ways that won't work," is a prime example. His success with the light bulb was not the result of avoiding adversity, but of navigating through repeated failure with unwavering persistence. Each failure was a stepping stone, a lesson that ultimately led to success. Adversity also reveals our true potential. It strips away the superficial and forces us to confront what lies within. When faced with difficulty, we discover strengths we didn't know we had. We learn to tap into our resourcefulness, our courage, and our resilience. These qualities remain with us long after the adversity has passed, becoming part of the foundation upon which future successes are built. The process of navigating through adversity also builds character. It teaches us patience, humility, and gratitude. It reminds us that success is not just about reaching a destination, but about who we become along the way. When we face challenges head-on, we develop a sense of inner strength and self-belief that cannot be shaken. This inner strength is what allows us to face future adversities with confidence and poise. Adversity is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced. It is a natural part of the human experience, and no one is immune to it. The key is to shift our perspective. Instead of seeing adversity as a barrier, we must see it as an opportunity. Every difficulty carries within it the seed of growth and the potential for success. It is up to us to cultivate that seed, to nurture it through our efforts and determination. Navigating through adversity requires resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep moving forward even when the path is steep and rocky. It is not about avoiding the fall, but about getting back up after we've fallen. Resilience is a skill that can be developed, and adversity provides the perfect training ground. Each time we overcome a challenge, our resilience grows stronger, preparing us for the next obstacle that comes our way. Success is also about mindset. When we view adversity as something to be avoided, we limit ourselves. But when we see it as an inevitable and even necessary part of the journey, we empower ourselves to face it with courage and determination. A positive mindset doesn't make adversity disappear, but it changes how we approach it. It allows us to see the opportunities within the challenges and to focus on solutions rather than problems. The truth is, the most meaningful successes are often those that come after the greatest struggles. There is a unique sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you have overcome adversity to achieve your goals. It is not just the achievement itself that brings satisfaction, but the journey, the effort, the growth, and the perseverance that made it possible. Avoiding adversity may provide temporary comfort, but it does not lead to lasting success. True success is found in navigating through challenges, in facing difficulties with courage and determination, and in emerging stronger on the other side. The path to success is not a straight line. It is a winding road with twists, turns, and obstacles. But it is precisely those obstacles that make the journey worthwhile. Success isn't found in avoiding adversity, but in navigating through it. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become better. When we embrace adversity as part of the process, we unlock our potential and set ourselves on the path to true and lasting success. So, face the storms of life with confidence, knowing that they are shaping you into the person you need to be to achieve your dreams.